The main sort of piece of this, of course, is one fashion designer and one visual artist on each team. And we also created a mentoring opportunity on many of the teams with that, an established visual artist with an emerging designer or vice versa. So there's some mentoring that happens. Additionally, we really wanted to document this creative process. What happens when you get an amazing artist, an amazing fashion designer together? What goes on in those rooms that people don't get to see on a daily basis, that creative process? So we brought in photographers and videographers to document that process.
To see the collaboration, and I like to describe it like watching the phosphorescence in the water of fish. When you don't see it until you stir them up, and when you stir them up, then sparks fly, and we see a lot of energy, and that's what we're experiencing right now.
I usually work alone, and now working with him, such a great artist, and it's gonna give me a lot of inspiration, new ideas, new texture, ways to work. It's gonna be wonderful.
It's very solitary. You know, you are in your studio and in your own mind, and I think it'll open up a lot of new doors.
Our theme is La Femme Noire, which kind of was an evolutionary process when we were looking at Osvaldo's sketches.
The paintings that I was doing, since I did a lot of textured pieces and primarily in black, I think Osvaldo was really excited about that type of thing.
Yeah, I was pretty excited because he loved to play with textures, so am I. So it was like instant connection right there. So my creation, my imagination went like.
Andrea and I were both opera goers, and for me, and for Andrea I believe too, it evoked moments from Mozart's Magic Flute opera. There is a character in it called the Queen of the Night, and she's very exotic, and she's dark, and she's in black. And the last time we saw the opera, she was lowered from up high singing her aria, which is very captivating and very difficult to begin with. So it just started to pull together. We played the music, we looked at the sketches, the mood was set, and La Femme Noire.
By highlighting what's happening in San Diego in the art world, but also the fashion world, and bringing those two worlds together, we're creating new audiences for art, and we're creating new audiences as well for fashion. We have some amazing, talented fashion designers in San Diego.
So it is very important for the artists and the fashion designers to stay in San Diego and know that they can make a living here.
Our theme was kind of based off of what we experience in everyday life and where we feel our society is going. Hence it's called Wired.
Our theme is Wired, so it has to do something with the future.
Everything is very plug-in today in the sense of how we're plugged in on social networking, the internet, cell phones, text messaging, all that stuff.
Computer parts inside of computer, I would say chips, and things that you don't really see on the outside. We're actually going to combine that along with, you will find the raw, softer materials that are very earthy, whether it's cotton, whether it's silk, and then we will translate that, all those materials, both hard and soft, into a wearable garment in today's environment.
Jewelry, for me, it's a very organic process, and it's interesting to combine this technology direction in with more organic types of materials.
I feel that it's very important to collaborate with somebody who works with a whole other element, and then you see things that you wouldn't usually see in a piece. So it inspires me, it makes me work harder, or makes me work differently.
We're actually working with Arts A Reason to Survive, with the Children's Center, and also with Arts Media Teen Producing Project. So we're really happy to have them all on board. We want teens to be aware that there are careers in the arts for them, that this is a bona fide field for them to go into, and it is especially helpful for at-risk teens that feel that they don't fit in other ways.
Bringing in an instructor, somebody that teaches in the local San Diego school districts, an opportunity for them to take the learnings from the collaborations back into the San Diego classrooms.
I'm a teacher, so I teach at a community college and I teach fashion design. So when Susan proposed the idea to me, I thought, that sounds really exciting, and it's what I actually try to teach my students. I try to get them to see other avenues for inspiration and not just always to look at fashion magazines or dresses or whatever. And so this seemed like a perfect opportunity to bring in art, which is like really important for fashion and for design, and for a way that Susan and I could be involved, and then to be able to bring this back to the classroom.
These are children that don't get the privilege of this creative type of outlet, and I think it's going to be really exciting to bring this to them and allow them to expand their creativity.
I'll just actually ask them to brainstorm words. What comes to your mind when you hear that music? What comes to your mind when you see his paintings? And then take those words and actually start sketching a design. That's what I'll have them do with it. That'll be the lesson plan. And then they'll see how they can use all kinds of elements to actually be creative.
And we worked on 3 different levels. One was the teams. There are the 12 teams, and you can see their work not only at their individual teen exhibitions, which are at 3 hubs, North Park, the NTC, and downtown, but they will be having a group exhibition at the San Diego airport, which runs from March to June. And of course, there's the fashion show launch that will also be at the airport April 28th.
I wanted to get involved, meet some other people, hear some other ideas. I just thought that other people's ideas could really help me expand my photography and just overall perception of art.
We are, pioneers. We're kind of the movers and shakers in the art field in San Diego.
So we really want to share that excitement. We want to share really the sparks that fly when you put together artists and fashion designers, documenters and teachers together, and it creates this amazing excitement.